She was calm, too calm. He thought she was just another woman he could intimidate. But when she whispered 6 quiet words, "My husband is the chief here," the corrupt officer froze. What happened next shocked the entire department. Stay with us, and don't forget to subscribe to USA Drama 2.0 for more life-changing stories. The forest road outside Willow Creek was known for 2 things: its peaceful silence, and the fact that nobody ever used it unless they had to. Tall trees stood like gods on both sides. Birds sang softly in the background, and the breeze carried a scent of pine. It was the kind of place people visited only to clear their minds or hide from the world. On this particular evening, a woman named Maya Carter drove along the quiet asphalt, heading to town for groceries. Maya was known for her kindness, confidence, and calm nature. She was a teacher at the community school and the wife of Chief Daniel Carter, the most respected officer in the entire county. She never used her husband's rank to gain advantage. She lived simply, drove a regular car, and treated everyone with respect. But fate had decided she would meet someone who did not understand respect at all. His name was Officer Bradley Knox, a man with a badge but no integrity behind it. And today, he had chosen the wrong person to bother. Maya's rearview mirror flashed red and blue lights. She frowned softly. "I wasn't even speeding," she whispered to herself. Still, she pulled over calmly, placing both hands on the wheel. Officer Knox swaggered up to her window, sunglasses on even though the sun was low. His attitude carried unnecessary boldness, the kind that came from misusing power too often. "License and registration," he said in a tone that lacked basic courtesy. Maya smiled politely. "Of course, officer. May I know why I've been stopped?" Knox leaned closer than necessary. "You'll know after I check your documents." Maya's instincts tingled. She had seen officers like this before, not in her husband's department, but during community seminars she used to attend. Officers who acted alone, without supervision, tended to cut corners. They stretched rules for personal benefit. Still, she remained composed. She handed him the documents with grace. Knox glanced at them, then at her, then back at them. Without explanation, he ordered, "Step out of the car." Maya stepped out, worry settling deep inside her chest, not for herself, but for what such behavior could lead to if nobody stopped him. Knox guided her toward the police car, speaking to her with a tone that suggested superiority rather than duty. "Put your hands on the car," he said. She obeyed, calm but alert. While Knox pretended to inspect her car unnecessarily, Maya took a deep breath, deciding to stay patient. But Officer Knox pushed further. He spoke to her with arrogance, implying she had committed offenses she clearly had not. It was meant to intimidate, a tactic many corrupt officers used to frighten people into submission. Finally, Maya looked him straight in the eyes. "Officer," she said with gentle firmness, "this is not the proper way to handle a traffic stop." Knox smirked. "Oh, you think you know police procedures?" "I do," she replied calmly. "And I also know when someone is misusing their position." Knox stepped closer, trying to re-establish dominance. "And what are you going to do about it?" Her answer was simple. "I'm going to remain respectful, because that's who I am. But you need to stop." He scoffed. "You don't know who you're dealing with." Maya's eyes softened. "Neither do you." Back at the station, Chief Daniel Carter was reviewing reports when his phone buzzed. Unknown number. He almost ignored it, until he heard the voice. "Daniel," Maya whispered. The chief immediately straightened. "Maya, what's wrong?" "Nothing dangerous," she assured him. "I'm safe. But an officer has stopped me without reason, and he is not conducting himself professionally." Daniel's voice turned icy with focus. "Where are you?" "In the forest road near Pine Ridge." The chief stood up instantly. "I'll be there in 5 minutes." When he arrived, he saw something that immediately tightened his jaw. His wife standing beside a patrol car while Officer Knox questioned her unnecessarily. Daniel walked toward them with calm fury. "Bradley," he said, voice controlled but firm. Knox turned, ready to show attitude, until he saw the badge. His face drained of color. Chief Carter, sir. "I didn't know. You didn't know this woman is my wife," Daniel said softly, "but you should have known how to treat any citizen with respect." Maya stepped forward gently. "Daniel, please don't be harsh. Let us simply resolve this properly." But it was too late for Officer Knox. He had crossed a line he never should have approached. The chief examined the situation. "Bradley, what was the reason for this stop?" Knox swallowed. "As speeding, sir." Daniel raised a brow. "This is a 30 miles per hour zone. Maya always drives under the limit." Did you check the radar? Knox avoided eye contact. I didn't have it on. So, Daniel said, stepping closer, you made a stop without cause. Knox started sweating. No, sir. Maya intervened gently. Officer Knox, it's better to tell the truth. We all make mistakes. What matters is honesty. Her kindness surprised even the chief. Knox finally broke. I'm sorry. I thought she looked suspicious. I didn't mean any harm. Daniel exhaled slowly. You didn't mean harm, but you caused distress. And that's unacceptable. He looked at his wife. Maya, are you okay? She nodded with a soft smile. I'm all right, but Daniel knew the department needed change. Maya's experience wasn't uncommon among citizens. It was just rare that a case reached the chief's personal life. Back at the station, Daniel held a meeting. Every officer attended, including Knox. Daniel spoke clearly and calmly. Authority is not a weapon. It is a responsibility. Every person you stop deserves dignity, fairness, and explanation. He didn't mention Maya's name. He didn't need to. The lesson was universal. Knox was placed under internal review and enrolled in mandatory training for professional conduct. Many officers later thanked the chief for taking a stand. Some admitted they, too, had witnessed small acts of misconduct but feared speaking up. Daniel responded, silence is permission. We don't allow that in this department. Over the next few weeks, Daniel and Maya held joint community meetings. Maya spoke as a citizen and educator. Daniel spoke as a leader. Together, they rebuilt trust between the community and the police. They created new training programs, new rules for traffic stops, and new ways to ensure fairness. Officer Knox, surprisingly, improved the most. He apologized to Maya during one meeting. I was wrong, he said sincerely. Thank you for treating me with respect even when I didn't show it to you. Maya smiled warmly. Everyone deserves a chance to grow. And Knox did grow. He became one of the most polite officers in the county, a complete transformation. Months later, Maya and Daniel walked down that same forest road during a charity run. Maya laughed softly. Who would have thought this quiet road would be the beginning of change? Daniel smiled. Sometimes all it takes is one moment, and one strong woman. They held hands as sunlight filtered through the trees. Respect, responsibility, truth, these were the real heroes of the story.